Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for US30 and NASDAQ100. And one interesting fact to share, both US30 and US100 had achieved the high for which is again a very strong resistance level, that is for US100 at around 14,828.30 zone that we are tracking since last week, and it is again proven out to be a very strong resistance. And similarly for Dow Jones 35,350. You recall my daily and weekly analysis which I am sharing since last week. Those who follow and watch definitely must be knowing these numbers are very familiar with that. Now what is going to happen today? Let's see with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Those who are new to the channel, do watch my daily morning forecast also. That sets the direction for the day on what to expect from the markets, whether it is US, Europe, India indices or gold and silver or crude oil and natural gas. So press the bell icon, stay tuned with the latest analysis. Now let's start with US100. Remember, at the end of every analysis, I am going to give you the trading levels for the day, where you should take an entry and where you should exit. Now, basically this is the daily chart, and you can see here on the daily charts, the candle is red. Let me zoom in it a bit. Now see, the candle is red and this is second successive consecutive red candle in making. Also, this is kind of a fall which it is trying to form. One possibility that it goes and strikes this zone at 14,780. So once it goes beyond 14,700, or rather I will say you can take a long entry at around 14,670, 680 zone. If it goes beyond 14,670, 680, it will try to hit 14,780 also. That is one possibility. Second possibility, if it remains beyond 14,650, definitely it will try to form a sharper red candle. Now this is kind of a fall pattern which it will try to make, and possibly this time it is going to give you sharp red candle which will take it towards 14,400 and below levels. Now see, so what it is trying to do, this is trying to either it produces a lower low where it can achieve around 14,400 levels, then 14 this zone at 14,270, 280, and below that definitely it will fall sharply towards 14,100. Remember, till the time it remains below 14,650 today, we can remain short, we can expect it to drop. Also in the near term charts, on the near term charts, you can see here, I think this, if you connect the dots with last two, it is perfectly achieved. Remember, 14,500 very strong support which exists today. Now let's have a look at the different time frame charts. What are the time frames are indicating? Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, we have seen here, now this candle has, now look at this 4-hour charts. It has seen a previous high, it has seen a low, it is done. And if you connect the dot here, the high is right now situated at around 14,650, 660 zone. So that is why I say only go long if you see it breaking 14,671. Once it breaks 14,670, definitely it will try to hit 14,720 and then it will try to hit 14,780 levels. So we have got couple of levels here. And also remember, once it breaks 14,500 and specifically here at around 14,470, once it breaks this zone at 14,470, definitely it will fall sharply, and this time the correction is going to be bigger than what we could expect. Now look at the 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, see, it is also trying to give you a sharp red candle. So if this time it drops, the high, as I said, only once it breaks this zone at 14,650, 600, then only I will recommend you to go long. So right now also you can take, I will rather recommend you to take a long entry only beyond 14,650, 14,660 levels. Till the time you can remain short, and I am expecting it to give a possibly sharper red candle where we can expect it to at least drop till towards 14,400 or towards 14,300 levels can also be expected. The downside is open here. So this is trying to drop and possibly it may try to form such formation. This is my expectation. Markets, these are markets, anything is possible. Now look at the 2-hour charts. The lows are well connected here. The highs are trying to expand, and possibly we have to be very cautious between 14,500 to 14,650 zone. Any breakout beyond this zone, definitely it will rise sharply towards 14,710, 720 or then 14,780 levels. So see, we have to always keep both the options open. We cannot go with one bias that it is going to drop or it is going to rise. I think it is going to happen like this way. I think it is going to happen this way. These are markets. They don't for markets it doesn't matter what do you think or I think. They trade, so go with the flow, don't think much. And look at the hourly charts, it is also trying to reverse a bit, but right now the top is high is at around 14600, and that is why again the low is at around 14350 levels. So a possible drop can be expected till the time it remains below 14650 600 level. Now look at the daily charts. Coming back to the daily charts, similar formation here, and till the time it breaks 14670 14700 levels, one can remain short. Beyond 14700 definitely 14780 830 can be expected, but till the time it remains below that, we can again expect it to drop sharply. We can expect a bigger sharp red candle. Now let's have a look at the indicators. When you look at the indicators on the daily charts, you can see this is the 20 moving average, which is trying to give a very strong resistance at 14700, and hence 14700 is again going to be a area of importance for us. And then here, now look, this 20 moving average has given it a resistance. It was at around 14 38 20 levels, and now here it is 50 moving average, which might again at provide a little resistance at around 14820. Till the time it remains below, probably we can expect it to correct sharply. We can expect it to give sharp red candle. We can expect 14380 levels probably. Now look at the DPO is in sell zone, but looking upwards. The directional movement is still in sell zone, and there is a probable crossover on a stochastic. That is what I am worried about, and this is indicating that probably we might expect a reversal also on the upside, and hence so it will be just like forming a bottom here and trying to reverse from here, going beyond this zone at 14700. Definitely it will try to hit 14780 810 levels, and beyond that definitely it will fly sharply on the upside. So see, both the options we have to keep open. Now also let's have a look at the stochastic. Is almost trading at bottom here and trying to cross over. MACD lines are still in buy zone. RSI is comfortable, and also on the 4-hour charts, see, on the 4-hour charts also it is trading at bottom, and possible reversal can be expected. So the stochastic indicating a reversal, and or directional movement is still on sell side. Now look at the 4-hour charts very closely. Almost the bottom of the Bollinger Bands at 14500, again very strong support. At the same time there is a resistance available at 14670, and that is why I say 14670 could be a very strong resistance, and beyond that 14700 710 definitely could be a very strong resistance. So till the time it remains below beyond this zone 14700 to 14500, I will recommend you not to take a position in between these levels. Only try to take a long position, or rather you can take a long position at 14500, expect it to rise till 14700, or you can take a short position at 14700, you can expect it to drop till towards 14500. So a possible swing can also be expected. Looking at the charts here, the DPO is in sell zone. The stochastic we have seen already at trading at low, and MACD on a 4-hour charts are on sell zone. So this is what we can expect. Considering this, let me jump to the levels. Before that, let's have a look at the minor time frames. On an hourly chart, the stochastic is about to cross over on the buy side, and you can see here there are resistance at 14600 to 700 and 750 zone. So let me jump to the levels directly. Now see, we have seen the charts, we have seen what is can be expected. Only possible long entry I will recommend is only at around 14675. Now till the time it is below 14675, I will not recommend you to take a long entry, but you can take a short entry anywhere somewhere from 14675. Then the nearest resistance is at around 14718. So this is next resistance. Once it breaks this, definitely it will try to fly till 14775 and 14810 levels. Also 14830 cannot be denied. Beyond that it will fly towards 14900. So we have to keep our expectations open. We have to keep our eyes and ears open. Any long is only recommended beyond 14675 till the time it remains below 14675. So any point of time you see it rising till 14650, 675, look at the time frames and check whether it is changing the direction, it is reversing the direction, because everything is going to be so fast that you will not be able to grab a position there. So possibly from there you can take a short entry at these levels. Now for the timing, I will recommend you to go short at 14490, and below that it will try to hit very nearby resistance at 14470. Below that it will drop towards 14400, 14380. So very nearby here also. Below that 14350 and 14300. After that it will land towards 14180 levels, and below that it will break sharply. Anything can happen. These are markets. I don't know, somehow looking at the charts, till the time it remains below 1465670 levels, I will be bearish. I'll expect it to drop. But these are markets. Indicators are indicating that it may cross over and it can trade bullish also, it can reverse also, we can expect. But I will consider it bullish only beyond 14675 levels and above. Then only I will recommend you to go long. Take your positions accordingly. Now let's move towards US30. Now this is the hourly charts for US30. Can you see here? Now you can see this is the low here. Then this is the low here. Then higher lows consistently, and the highs are limited. You can see this zone. This is 15, 35, 350 levels, trying to give it a little resistance here at this zone. We have seen this spikes, we have seen the massive drops, and now it is trying to trade in this zone. Also, now this is on the broader terms. Now look at the near term. On the near term, you will find for the day, I have told you yesterday also, 35050, 35030 is very important zone. For the day also it will remain an important zone. Breaking 35030 and 35000, this zone between 35000 to 35050 is important for us. Till the time it remains beyond, probably it might try to swing and trade upwards. Now see, every time it is achieved this high here, and possibly it is trying to look at, but as I said, it is trying to trade in between this zone, and hence a high at around 35350 cannot be denied. A low at around 35000 cannot be denied. Only short, I will recommend you to go below 35050, 35030 level, and where you can get a support at around 35000, then 34950, and below that it will break sharply. So it will be like breaking the pattern, and then it can drop sharply or it can rise sharply on the upside. Now look at the 2-hour charts. Similarly, on the 2-hour charts, it is also trying to, you can see here how beautiful it has got. Also, you can see the lows at the 2-hour charts. 6 candles, that is 12 hours, and the bottom is fixed at 35050. Previously it was 35000, previously it was 34950 level. Now can you connect this? So it is like forming a step every time and rising the base. Now at the same time the high is very much limited, and hence a short entry is recommended below 35050 levels today. Below that we might consider this as weak, it might break sharply. And also if you connect these dots here, probably 35250, once it goes beyond 35250, we can expect it to rise sharply towards 35350 levels again. Now look at the 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, similar is the formation, and you can see here 4 candles taking a support here. Also if you consider these 2 candles taking a support here, then 5 candles, almost 15 hours, taking a support here. But at the same time the resistance here is fixed at 35300, and at this zone specifically beyond 35200. Now between this zone you can see 35170, 180 levels trying to provide a stronger resistance. So if you consider this as a box, so probably it is trying to narrow this zone, and once the breakout happens, probably it is trying to hit 35350 again in the forthcoming candles. On the downside, once it drops below 35050, we can expect a sharper drop. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you will find that now see drop here, retracement, sharper red candle, support here, support, see 4 candles consistently taking a support at 35050 levels, now trying to retrace back, trying to bounce back, and probably now looking upwards at least till 35 to 50, 35 to 70, 35 to 50, I can say 35 to 50 can be achieved, and once it breaks 35 to 50, then 280, then it will fly towards 350 levels, 330 levels. Beyond that, sky is the limit, and that will be considered as a breakout. However, it can try to swing in between these levels. Now for the day, 35050 level is pretty important. Probably once it breaks 35050, you can expect it to drop, else it can achieve a higher 35250 levels. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily charts, it is waiting for a breakout. So for the day, it appears it might still give a narrow trading zone, and this candle and the previous candle trying to comprise between this. You can see here why it is trying to give a low at 35050, and why I say 35250 could be the high, and it might try to trade in between this zone between 35 to 70, you can say, and on the downside 35050, and below that it might drop sharply. Above this it will rise sharply towards 35350 and plus minus levels. So a probable swinging day between 35 to 70 or 35 to 50 to 35050 level. Now we have seen the charts. Now let's have a look at the indicators. On the indicators front, look at this, the 20 moving average giving it a support at 34900. There is a crossover which has happened between the 20 and 50 moving average. Now here it has got its support at 35150 levels, which is trying to give it a little resistance on the upside. Beyond that, it will try to hit 35 380, 35 350 and 35 400 levels, which is going to be a stronger resistance zone. A wider trading zone can be seen between 35 400 to 34 900. We can expect this trade also to be possible on the widest side. Below 34 900, it will break sharply. Directional movement is red, and there is a possible crossover in the stochastic which may happen, and that is why we were looking for a greener candle which can possibly make it crossover towards a bullish side, and it can rise in the coming days. MACD lines are probably in a buy zone. This is on the daily charts. Look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you can see here. Now this is the 50 period exponential moving average line on a 4-hour chart. This is trying to give it a very strong support. On the upside, you can see 2050 moving average trying to provide a resistance at 35150 level. So this is again a very strong resistance. Beyond that, it will try to rise sharply. The next target is at around 35 230 240, and beyond that 35 280. Beyond that, it will fly sharply. So on the directional movement is on sell side. On the stochastic, there is a probable crossover which can happen. MACD lines are running parallel. Now considering all this, let me jump to the levels directly. So for the day, if you see it trading beyond 35, as I said here, is at around so a probable long entry is recommended beyond 35255 levels. Once it breaks 35255, see very nearby resistance, I don't expect that. Probably we might see a sideways trading day. Also, this is also one of the probabilities that it can trade in between 35250 to 35050 levels. Now next resistance is very nearby at around 35280, and then 35 320. So beyond that, it will try to hit 35 350. So once it breaks 35 350, the nearest resistance is at 35 400, and once it breaks 35 400, it will try to fly towards 35 500 levels. Beyond that, sky is the limit. It can go towards 35 700 plus levels also. This is what we can see. Now on the downside, only short is recommended below 35030. So once it drops below 35030, you can take a short entry. 35,000 the next support, and below that 34,950, and then 34,900. Now see, for the day below 35,030 we will be very bearish. We can expect it to drop and drop sharply towards 34,820, and below that it will try to drop towards 34,740. So probably it can in fact remain very tight range bound, and breakout is expected soon, maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow. If it tries to remain in range, definitely you can expect that it is going to give you a bullish breakout, probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or maybe later. But yes, only if it trades between 35,030 and 35,255 levels. Beyond that, definitely it will fly. Below that, definitely it will break. It can happen either ways. We'll see and wait and watch. Indicators are looking forward to a rise, but I am expecting a drop. Let's see what does the market brings. I will trade with levels without a bias, so trade accordingly. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Join my Telegram channel. The links are mentioned in the description. Join my next mentorship batch. This is the 8th batch starting on 15th of February. Definitely the strategies taught in this session will help you become a proficient and efficient trader. So reach out to me for any of your trading or trading related queries. The email IDs and Telegram IDs are mentioned in the description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.